technology. We hate it.
Okay.
I'm Daniel, and
Okay.
we're here at Joey's, and we're interviewing one of the waiters here.
Okay.
Hi. So what is your name?
My name is David.
David.
Yeah.
Are you from America? And if not, where?
I'm a citizen of America, but I'm not from. I'm from Hong Kong, China. Yeah.
I see. So when did you come here?
The year of 1983.
1983.
Yeah.
So it's been
30-some years, yeah.
37 years. How do you like it here?
I pretty much enjoy America.
Do you go back sometimes?
Hong Kong?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
So what types of food does this restaurant serve?
This is most likely Chinese, Japanese, Thai, Korean, and some Malaysian. A little bit of each is Pan-Asian cuisine here.
So a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. Yeah.
So what is the demographics of customers?
Most likely American, Filipinos, some Chinese from northern part of China, some species, everywhere from China, northern part and southern part, and some, we get Mexican, all variety of different customers. Yeah.
Do you think that because you serve all types of Asian food, that all types of people come here?
These all types of people comes here to have order the food here from us. Yeah.
Do you think the food of each place, like Japanese food or Taiwanese food, do you think it's authentic or?
I cannot say authentic, but I would say they have pretty much to choose from the menu. So that's why a lot of customers say when they came here, they told me that the menu is huge and another thing to choose from.
Yeah. Has it always been like this?
Yeah, always. They say the menu is huge and a lot of things to choose from the menu.
Which dishes do you think are usually popular among the customers?
Among the customers, most American likes orange chicken, sesame chicken, and also one of the cuisine very popular, well known here is the beef cube over tomato rice, and then the rest is like noodle dishes, pho noodles, Vietnamese pho noodles, and most of the food is pretty well known here. Well known.
Great, yeah. But why do you think orange chicken is so popular with Americans?
I think because maybe it was first, I would say, created by the Chinese immigrant, the Chinese immigrant immigrated a long time ago. So they are pretty much like the traditional Chinese food, like from the chop suey restaurant.
Right. Okay.
So the American pretty much like those type of food, those kind of food.
So would you say like orange chicken is actually more traditional in America
It's
than
more
like the actual authentic
China.
Chinese food, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is food in Hong Kong different from food here?
It's much different. You can say in Hong Kong they always use the best quality ingredient to serve the customers. Best quality of ingredients, and they are professional. And even though not only big business, small business, they kept their own customer. They kept their own customer for to doing the best of making their food. They do it like freshly every day, and then and the big company they will do it like by advertisement, and also by the quality of the food, and also the professional of the field. Yeah.
What role do you think that advertising plays in Chinese food, especially in America, the way that advertising plays? Because do you think that, for example, orange chicken, for example, is displayed more on? It's displayed more on like the TV ads or whatever.
But I would say because Chinese people in America is still a minority, so they don't do much advertisement on TV about Chinese food. Only by maybe do the like fires or do the radio or some other types of the way they're handling about the advertisement, pass out the fires and also the people, tell other people, like communication. They tell other people they open a new place over there around the neighborhood. It's pretty busy over there, and the food is not bad. Like communication too.
Yeah. So Joy Ease is recently actually ranked #1 in Evanston right now. So do you think that the breadth and just the variety that you touched on is what really helped Joy Ease become and stay at #1 in Evanston, because we love Joy Ease? And also, do you think that, because what you said about the difference between the way that restaurants go about in Hong Kong, for example, versus here, one is focused on just like really high quality, and one is more advertising, and do you think that it's just the way that perhaps business has to be done here, and do you think that it affects the perception of Chinese people and Chinese food in America?
I would think both ways. Yeah, of course it affects the Chinese people because most of the food they don't get to know, like they have never heard of before, like orange chicken or sesame chicken. When they from China, they will like have a new idea. We have never heard of this type of food, or some the food might be get into customers' curiosity, and also the advertisement is just another way to explain that the like I say the advertisement is important. You have to get your restaurant onto running the business, and then people know your food, and then they will tell other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's a negative perception of Chinese food, or a less positive one though, in terms of going away a little bit from the authentic ones that you experienced in Hong Kong?
I would say, of course, you have to go a little bit away from the traditional ones, the one like Hong Kong or also in China too. And because we have to do the food like which is more goes to what customer likes. Yeah, what they prefer, how we do the meal for them. Just like in our restaurant in this location, some people they eat the food, they request how we prepare for them. So we most likely ask customer, do they have any food allergies? Most of restaurant they do ask customer if do they have any food allergies or anything they don't like it, or they have to tell us. Then we can do exactly the outcome how they want it.
And I know that.
Do you think customers like fusion food more than authentic Asian food?
I think they like both. Yeah.
They like both?
Yeah, or fusion and authentic Chinese food.
Equally?
Yeah, equally. Yeah.
You said you have been here for like 37 years, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Have you seen any changes in the preference for Chinese food? Like, has it evolved over time? Like, I knew initially it was more Guangdong style, right?
Yeah.
But now it has become everything. So,
Yeah,
are there
everything.
any changes that you have seen?
I have seen a lot of changes.
Yeah.
When I first came, I only see Cantonese food.
Cantonese food, yeah.
Cantonese food, and then now I see like ramens,
Ramen.
sushis,
Yeah.
and also all different types of noodles.
Yeah.
From China, also from China, not from Japan.
Yeah.
Because when I first came, I only see Chinatown is only one like long street from Wanwolf to Cermak. That's all. It's a corner.
Right,
it's an angle. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now they grow bigger. They have a more restaurant industry.
Right, more diversified.
Yeah. So people can choose different types of food. But Joy was the first one who brought up into fusion. Like fusion type. Yeah. As far as I know, yeah.
So do you think that helped the Americans learn more about Chinese culture, like through food?
Yeah, it of course it helps. Yeah.
How does it help?
To know how Chinese food, how different Chinese food is from other types of food.
Right.
Like, to let people know more about our cultures.
Right, that's
Yeah,
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
have you seen like any negative comments about Chinese food?
Yeah,
Can you elaborate on a few? Or just interested in like what other people are saying?
yeah. I will ask customer for comments.
Yeah.
Sometimes they give comment. Sometimes I do receive negative feedback, like maybe the food is too salty,
Salty.
or some people prefer in a healthy way.
Healthy way, yeah.
Yeah, they say don't make it too oily.
Oily.
But some of the food has to be prepared like in oil. But we can do less oil, but not fully without oil, like
Right.
fried rice or a char noodle, or some fried food cannot be do it without oil.
You have to have oil,
Yeah, but we can do as much as possible. We can.
Right.
How do you think that we should balance the propagation of both spreading just like the idea of Chinese food to people in America, and also maintaining that not authenticity, but the roots of where the food is? And also, do you think that restaurants, for example, have a responsibility to that, or it wouldn't even matter, we have to sell first or else we wouldn't even survive? How do you think we should balance that?
Okay, I would say you should, first of all, you should have provided, like food is important for to customer. Good food is very important to customer, and the quality of the food is also very important. And also, and your attitude to the food, the way you prepare the food to customer, and also the attitude of the servers too. You have to be friendly, and you have to be friendly with the people who come into your restaurant, maintain the business, and also you have to always be more concerned about customer, what their needs are, and also just be more friendly to the people who doesn't know much about our culture, and then people will always curious and ask your questions, and you feel free to answer them. So just be more friendly and be more professional to your field or the way you handle your job.
Great.
Positive role model.
Yeah. For customers or for your co-workers too.
So do you think like the opening of the restaurants started like the congregation of Chinese people into one place? Like say, for example, like Chinatown, there are a lot of restaurants which have a lot of jobs to offer, right? Do you think that like is also what started like communities in America? Do you think that's like a trend?
Yeah, it's a trend. Yeah,
So
only
like-
one community. Yeah.
So like when one opens a restaurant, attracts more people, and then more people come to this area. So I would say that's like a immigration pattern in general.
Oh yeah.
think so?
Yeah, that's also one of the patterns. I see a lot of people came from China.
Yeah.
Then they can make more money in the restaurant. But
Right.
the thing is, they have to work long hours.
Yeah.
Long hours to earn the income.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's where restaurants usually their starting place.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
that's how the community start to form around. Yeah. That's great.
No, we just talked to a lady in Kung Fu Tea. She
Yeah.
talked about how when she came here, just the idea of it. She talked about how now she works until 3 a.m. last night, and now she come today this morning at like 7 a.m. Right?
Yeah.
And do you feel like this idea of America almost was different than how you imagined it, to be blunt?
I will see not much from China, because I heard of my colleagues. They say in China you don't make that much money, and also the commodity in China cost also high too. So like when you try to make money to purchase an iPhone in China, it costs a lot. But in America, you can do it like different of ways. When you earn your income, you can pay the monthly payment to your iPhone, or you can pay all at once. But they earn more money here than China. Yeah. And also, I would say the culture is different here than China. So once you get used to it, and then you don't see any problems, because you just came from your homeland, so you will feel a little bit different. You don't get used to it, but once you get used to it, and then you will see everything is just usual. Yeah.
Right. Would you say most people left China because of political or economic reasons?
I would say some of them we have to do with political.
Political, okay.
And also some have to do with economic reasons.
Right, and
they
usually
want
it's
to,
a combination of
yeah,
the two. Right?
combination, yeah. But I would say most of them have to base on economical.
Right.
They just want to make more money and save it, and then maybe send back to China for the plan of retirement, or someday they can build a house in China, or
Family.
yeah.
So do you think you're going to go back to China eventually, or
I'm-
Hong Kong?
I would like to visit when I still have a chance, but I'm not certain about the future. I would say, but I'm Chinese. Of course, I will support my homeland, and China and Hong Kong.
Can't argue with
I
that. We agree with that.
still love the food in Hong Kong, and I love a lot of what do you call it? China has a lot of historical places.
Right.
Beijing, like Great Wall of China.
Great Wall, all the palaces.
Yeah. There's I'm 100% Chinese. Yeah.
That's great to hear.
So
yeah.
I support my own culture and my food, and just more open and more friendly to other people.
Yeah. So do you think? Last question, I guess.
Yeah.
Food is a big part of culture, right?
Yeah.
Would you like to see more of what you experienced in Hong Kong here in America in terms of food in the restaurant?
I would like to see that, but still have to base on the environment.
Reality of the environment.
Because you always get fresh stuff from around Asia.
Right.
But in America, we are in the central of America, so it's the way we living, the style and the culture is totally different from Asia. But we try to do the best we can to get the idea from Asia, like Hong Kong, Taiwan, Korea, and Japan, and express the Oriental food to other people. Yeah.
Do the best we can with the reality that we're presenting with, right?
Right. Also, we're walking by and there's a new boba store coming up soon.
A bubble store?
Yeah, Funchoyi, right?
Oh no, we just moving. We just
Oh, you're
moving to the
moving. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
We're gonna move to the corner, and then we're not sure. Only the owner knows.
Oh,
they-
I wasn't sure. I thought you were opening up a new shop. So
that is a new location. That's a new location, but we're gonna move down to the corner of the street.
Got it.
And then we're gonna remodel this place right here and for something else.
Got it.
I'm not sure, but only the owner knows his plan.
Yeah, and also, do you think Chinese restaurants are transitioning from like serving dishes to more like a snack, dessert type of service?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think? Do you think that's gonna be the new trend for like what is Chinese food?
I would think if you only serving snack or drinks, it would be another trend. But because some students around here, they like to hang out and
Right.
then they like to hang out with their friends. And so I would think there's one of the other trends, only serving snacks and drinks. But for this owner, he's planned to just serving fusion.
Fusion, okay.
Yeah, fusion. And one of the well-known drinks of Joy is the smoothies.
Smoothie.
So a lot of kids like it. And the smoothies. And also we do bubble teas here too, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
and American like it a lot. Most of them are smoothies. Because this is the one who begins to make the smoothies. Yeah, Joy.
Right,
the one who
right.
The owner Joy,
the owner Joy start making smoothies with fresh fruit, and then she come out an idea of another different types of smoothies. Is like you can get taro flavor or green tea flavor, but they're not real green tea leaves. They have to use the ingredient of artificial ingredients to
Right,
make
like the powders.
Yeah, powders. Yeah.
Yeah. And here's like all real fruits and
Yeah, most of them they try to use real food.
right.
Yeah.
All right, that's great. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. We have to stop.